guys doing? We're doing a review. We're going to talk about Army of Darkness, classic movie, third part of Evil Dead franchise, fourth if you count the short film. But you got Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and then you got Army of Darkness, which is like Evil Dead 2 2. Alright, so classic, funny, horror, creepy. I remember when I was a kid, I had a film. It was just like a recorded VHS, and it had Army of Darkness, and it had Friday the 13th, Jason Goes to Hell on it. And I remember both movies disturbed me, but the most disturbing scene was when he was shaving people in that movie, Friday the 13th, Army of Darkness, shaving people and putting an alien in them. And like the ending stuff and like the hospital, it was creepy. But then this movie was really creepy when he gets thrown into the pit. When you're a kid and someone's thrown into the pit by like when you're used to watching Robin Hood movies and you see someone thrown in the pit in the castle square, it's not normal. And then demons coming out of the wall with Sam Raimi fucking sound effects, like from the movie Darkman. It's creepy. It's like it's scary. It's well done. So that was a crazy scene. And he used the belt to kind of strap himself and climb up out of there. But anyways, Army of Darkness takes off from the last scene of Evil Dead 2. He gets transported through a time warp. Somehow when he dispels the magic, it goes back to its original time. And so when the tree gets sucked in, he also gets sucked in with it. And his car. So the car falls, tree falls. It's a little bit different scene from Evil Dead 2 than when they do it in this. But it's all great the same. Drop Dead Fun, Washington Post. So bound in human flesh, inked in blood, and amazingly hard to pronounce, the ancient Necronomicon. Klaatu Brata Nick Paint. Nick Top. It's Nick 2, you son of a bitch! Anyways. Or the Book of the Dead, unleashes unspeakable evil upon mankind in director Sam Raimi's outrageously hilarious sword and sorcery epic. I'll get your gizzard. It's classic. Back to the battle with the hideous Deadites, Bruce Campbell surprises his role from the Evil Dead series as Ash, the handsome, shotgun-toting, chainsaw-armed department store clerk from S-Smart's Housewares division. Shop smart. Shop S-Smart. Demonic forces time warp him and his 73 Oldsmobile into England's Dark Ages, where he romances a beauty, Annabeth Davids, I believe she was in The Jackal, and faces legions of undead beasts, including a ghastly army of skeletons with stop animations so great. Can Ash save the living from the Evil Dead, rescue his girlfriend, and get back to his own time? You will find out in due time. Overflowing with spectacular special effects, Army of Darkness will make you scream with fear and laughter. I attest to that. It's great. So definitely one of those movies better when you watch as a kid and grow with. I could see someone watching it now being like, what the fuck am I watching? You gotta be in the right temperament, right mood, and ready for some cheese. So yeah, Bruce Campbell, legend in his own right. So Dino De Laurentiis Communications presents a Renaissance picture. And you got directed by Ram Saimi, Tomato. And yeah, Anchor Bay Collection. This is a nice little VHS copy. Cool little cover there. And yeah, so after he gets thrown into like a castle jail, they decide to throw him in this pit to kill him because they think he's like a wizard or some shit. Or a demon. So eventually jumps out and he's like, get your dirty little fingers off me or some shit like that. Like, you dirty ape. Oh wait, that's another movie. But anyways, that's Planet of the Apes, I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, what does he say? He says, alright you primitive screwheads, listen up! You see this? This is my boomstick! And you know, it's a 12 gauge Remington. S-Smart. Shop smart, shop S-Smart. You got that! It's just like, it's really good. And then there's a scene kind of when he's making the chainsaw fit into his hand in number 2. There's a scene where he goes in his trunk. He's got like applied sciences and mathematics booklets somehow, like huge binders. And he starts creating a new hand, and he's groovy. And yeah, so they send him off. They're like, you have to get the Book of the Dead so I can send you back to your time. So that's what the wizard says. So he takes off on this quest to find this book, and he says, the wizard says to him, make sure you say this correctly. Kalatu Rata Niktu. Or Nikto. See, I can't even remember. When he's like, did you get it? He's like, yeah, I got it. You sure you got it? Yes, I got it. Maybe not every little syllable. So he goes on this quest. On the way, I guess there's some demons fighting him. He gets like attacked internally from a demon. I forget how. And he starts like growing a new head and blah blah blah. And before that happens, he's drinking hot water. He's playing with these little make-believe guys that pop out of him. Like, I don't know what's going on. Like, this part is so weird. You probably turn the movie off at this point. And it's just really creepy. There's like a mirror scene. He's running around. He's like, and there's like a Three Stooges scene. And it's like very out there. But anyways, he gets to the fucking cemetery. And he grabs the book. And first book like bites his hand. He's like, oh, wise guy, see? Another Three Stooges incident. And then the other book, like, he opens and he, like, his whole face gets claymated and, you know, he has to wiggle and it's really bad. But anyways, you go through that and then he says, he gets the right book and he goes, Kalatu, Rata, and then he's like, I tricked them. After trying necktie, Niktu, Pikpu, pink eye, everything. And yeah, he thinks he pulls a fast one. So everything starts resurrecting, everything's shaking, shit's crashing, and he gets his ass out of there. He's like, I don't care, I got the book. Brings it back to the castle. They're like, did you say all the right words? Maybe not every little syllable. So he really fucked them over. And then he's about to leave them all, and classic, change my mind. I'll cut your gizzard off. There's a big epic battle. He fights himself. He's like, some girl, his wife's like, or his girlfriend, love interest, is like, it feels good to be so bad. It's really bad. And then there's a fun little, like, children's theater play when they fight the castle. It's really low budget, but it's just like, you don't even care. It's Evil Dead. It's great. Got Bruce Campbell killing it. Classic one-liners all over the place. Groovy. And a couple of these versions have different endings, so there's some stuff when he drinks too many drops and he ends up like in the super future, and then there's the other one where he gets in his time and he, you know, he starts fighting zombies in Kmart, which there should have been in Evil Dead 4. Assholes. So yeah, get on that. Stop making TV shows. I don't want to watch movies in a TV show. I want to watch movies in a movie. You want to make a brand new show about nothing? Make it a show. I don't need a Lord of the Rings show. Make another movie. Just realize this. People out there, one executive, one producer, realize we want originality in our shows. Movies are like portraying books and other movies, you know, and stories. They can be one-times. But shows need to be like thought out. Like something that hasn't been done before, at least. Alright? Thank you. Anyway, Army of Darkness, trapped in time, surrounded by evil. Low on gas. See you next time. Ciao.